So what would your advice be, Maryanne, in terms of new parents listening who have sleep issues? What would be your sort of top 3 tips?
With their children's sleep?
With their children's sleep, yeah.
So one is at the beginning, so from newborn up to 5 months or so, your stage. Enjoy the time. Don't try not to get bogged down.
Really
You're doing it. You're doing it. Yeah.
But why do you think I snuck out in the middle of the day to do this podcast?
Try not to get so bogged down. I think there's this assumption that they have to sleep during the day for X amount of time at any given nap. That isn't the case. As I said at the beginning, it's the sleep patterns aren't established yet. So 20-minute nap here and there, although obviously you yourself would want slightly more time to be able to do a few more things, it is very normal for babies to only sleep in 20-30-minute bursts during the day. And it can take a little bit of time for them to start stretching that. So enjoy the time. Don't feel that you have to be sort of beholden to being in the cot for all the sleeps and all of that at the beginning. Then as moving towards the 5-6 month mark, start trying to shape into more of a regular pattern of naps during the day, which will help the night sleep as well. Consistency is my top tip. Consistency. Right. So once you've decided to address sleep and whatever level that is, then really consistency across the board, which will keep frustration levels for your child and baby to a minimum.
And that's consistency as parents, but also anyone else who's looking after should be quite strict.
Yes, absolutely. And also responses to your baby. So if you have decided that your child doesn't need to drink milk, for instance, during the night anymore, and you've decided between you that this is how you're going to respond, then having everybody do the same thing is really important, but also that your child understands that this is what happens when they wake up during the night. So it isn't a situation where one parent goes in to do one thing, the other parent goes in to do the other. So the child doesn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
This is of course the equivalent of, as they get older, be, well, mum said I could, dad said I could.
Oh yeah, lots of that. Lots of that.
This is the seed of that.
Lots of that.
Okay.
Just one other thing I will say, and we mentioned before about technology, is that certainly with toddlers and older children, it is very tempting to kind of throw them an iPad to keep them calm in the lead up to bedtime. I would steer away from that. Yeah. I would steer away from using screens in the lead up to bedtime. Make bedtime be a sort of a bonding experience and the time that they have that one-to-one focus and attention from a parent or a caregiver, whoever's doing bedtime.
Brilliant.